frantic. To help you get the most out of your viewing experience, here are 3 things to focus on. First, the objective tracker. Want to know who's winning the map? Start here. The objective tracker shows each team's current score, objective progress, and remaining time available. Teams may start a round using one strategy, but then change it drastically as their remaining time dwindles. Each round ends when the attacking team runs out of time and they don't have any players on the objective. However, if the attackers remain on the objective as time runs out, the round enters overtime. Overtime extends indefinitely until the defenders can clear the objective of all attackers. Second, the unit frames. This is where you can see which heroes each team's players are using and the current status of those heroes. Each team's roster is separated by role. The damage players are on the left, the tank players are in the middle, and the support players are on the right. Eliminated players are grayed out until they respawn. Any status effects like hacks, stuns, or sleeps are also highlighted. The unit frames also show each hero's progress towards earning their ultimates, sometimes referred to as the ult economy. Checking each team's ult economy is a great way to determine which teams will have the advantage in the next team fight. So, look for teams to combo big offensive ultimates for maximum firepower and to save their powerful defensive ultimates to withstand enemy engagements. The unit frames and objective tracker are great places to look before and after fights, but when the action gets heated, keep your eyes on the kill feed. The kill feed shows you when a hero is eliminated and who on the enemy team is responsible. The kill feed also shows how the hero was eliminated. A white arrow signifies a basic attack, a bold arrow signifies a headshot, and if an elimination is scored with an ability, whether basic or ultimate, the kill feed shows that too. In addition to eliminations, the kill feed also shows the destruction of important objects like Torbjorn's turret, anyone that Mercy resurrects, and important ultimates blocked by D.Va's defense matrix. There's a lot of info to process during a game of Overwatch, but by referencing 3 simple parts of the screen, the objective tracker, the unit frames, and the kill feed, you're sure to catch every small moment of every big play.
Yeah, no, he's not.
What? I don't know.
Oh, there I am.
He's in the app. I think he's getting in. I don't know. Sweating too much.
But this is Franklin. I don't know.
Is that the there's a code ninja?
Whatever it is, CRNH Horde.
Xbox. That's Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Code ninjas.
What impress that, bro?
Free advertising. Oh, free advertising.
Is that the correct one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's legendary.
Not here.
Oh yeah, shoot.
It's the other JV match from there, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Horde is playing.
Huh.
videos every week. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out.
There you go. That'll work.
So you want to watch the Overwatch League. You're not alone, but no matter if you're a veteran esports fan or a newcomer, you can agree on one thing. Watching the game isn't always easy. Even if you've played Overwatch before, it's tough to sort out the visual clutter on broadcast and keep track of heroes, teams, or plays at any one time. And that's what we're here to help you with today. This is your Overwatch League Viewer's Guide. To start off, we'll assume you're aware of the fundamentals of Overwatch, the basic gameplay, heroes, and the concepts of cooldowns and abilities. If you're really starting from square one though, check out the video in the description for a quick rundown before we get into things. Ready? Okay, let's talk about the rules of engagement. If you've ever watched football, you know the rules of engagement. The offense and defense set up behind their linemen, and after the snap, players on either side do specific jobs to either advance the ball or stop it.
They don't know what it is because
Teams in Overwatch work in a similar way. There's a front line, usually made up of 2 tank heroes with high health and low damage. These are the linemen of Overwatch, who score fewer points, in this case kills, but contribute by starting fights, protecting teammates, and holding key positions on the map. Then there's the back line, where more vulnerable support heroes heal their teammates and provide unique tools, like bonus speed or causing enemies to take more damage. And finally, there are the DPS heroes. Their job is to do the most damage to the enemy team. These are your star wide receivers and running backs, making the flashy, high-impact plays that result from proper team coordination.
Right now, and look at it, he's just taking another angle. Oh my God! Oh, there we go, Saya! Triple kill from him. The huge plays, just tombing him. Get out, Valiant.
A play or team fight in professional Overwatch sees both teams of 6 grouping up and starting a fight over an objective, whether it's a cart that needs to be pushed to the end of a track or control of a certain area on the map. Usually, one of the tanks will engage onto the other team to start, but a well-placed shot by a DPS can score an early kill and force a fight to break out. Priority targets are typically backline supports or low health damage dealers, but teams will focus down anyone if they're out of position. So we've established how teams organize themselves into roles and how each typical fight will go. But how do I know who's winning the fight and who should I be looking at? Allow me to direct your attention to the heads-up display. We'll take it step by step. Up here are portraits with the players, their hero, along with their health and progress towards their ultimate. The more ultimates a team has ready, the more likely they are to win the fight through sheer firepower and utility. Down below, you see what the player sees, their health, ammo, ultimate progress, and ability cooldowns. And finally, home teams will have their primary colors throughout the screen and across in-game effects, while the away team plays in white. It's nice info, but it's a lot to keep track of in the middle of a chaotic fight. And that's where the most useful bit comes in, the kill feed. This area of the screen will notify you of key happenings throughout the game, no matter whose angle you're viewing from. Mainly, it lets you know when a player has killed another player and who assisted in the kill. But it also tells how that kill happened, whether by a basic attack, ultimate, or just jumping off the map to regroup. It'll also show when a player destroys certain structures or attacks. For example, Junkrat's Riptire is not a player per se, but it's important enough that the kill feed will show if it's been destroyed. The same goes for Diva's mech, Orisa's ultimate, Torb's turret, and Symmetra's teleporter. Lastly, in the specific case of Mercy, the kill feed will also show you if a player has been resurrected. It may sound counterintuitive that looking away from the action provides the most information, but keeping an eye on the kill feed is the best way to know what's happening. That's because the most important factor in who will win a fight is simple man advantage. The more players alive on your team, the more likely you are to win the fight, and the stats back this up. The team with the first kill wins the fight 3 out of 4 times. If you're watching the kill feed, you'll always have a good idea of what direction a fight is going in. Now let's put everything we've learned so far together and see how these techniques can help keep track of a massive, cluttered fight. In this play from the Grand Finals of Season 1, the London Spitfire have 1 more minute to push the payload against the Philadelphia Fusion. Both teams are composed similarly. Philly is using the standard 2 tank, 2 support, 2 DPS lineup, while London have traded in 1 DPS for a 3rd support hero that's tanky enough to play with the front line. The players get into formation and prepare for a fight to break out, and we see that each team has 3 ultimates. However, London has 2 players with their ults nearly charged. Once the fight breaks out, their most valuable resources will be coming up first, so slight advantage to them. The London frontline tanks start by engaging on the enemy team. While their Winston jumps in from the side, D.Va uses her ultimate to throw a bomb that forces Philly to give up their positioning. This makes Philly's Mercy use her ultimate, granting a burst of mobility and healing to keep the team alive through the onslaught. The Mercy and one of Philly's DPS heroes, their Hanzo, hide from the bomb behind the cart. However, Hanzo isn't hidden well enough, and he gives up the first kill in the fight. With man advantage secured, London is all in on the attack. Philly's Winston tries to keep the fight from moving into the backline, but London's Winston engages onto star DPS player Carpe, taking him out of the fight. Philly is able to resurrect their Hanzo at the same time though, keeping London at only a 6-on-5 advantage. These happen almost simultaneously on opposite ends of the screen, but luckily, the kill feed is keeping track. With a major DPS threat down, London targets the Philly backline, trapping them between 2 walls of blue. From here, ultimate attacks start flying from off screen and the action gets a little tough to follow. All in all, 5 players use their ults in the span of just a few seconds, and you may think that a lot happens in the chaos, but the kill feed tells us the real story. Philly scored only 1 kill, which was quickly erased through a resurrection by London's Mercy. Once the dust clears, the fight is actually back to even, and the teams get back into formation. London DPS Birdring uses his ult to initiate and catches the enemy Mercy out of position. It's a massive kill. The most valuable part of the backline goes down early and makes for a huge London advantage. They press the attack, and London looks like they get 2 kills here, sealing the deal. But remember, killing D.Va counts as 2 events in the kill feed, one for her mech and one for her, so it's not quite as over as it seems. It doesn't get much better though, as London takes down Philly's Zenyatta, the last player on their backline. All seems lost, but Carpe gets a key kill onto London's backline, taking their Zenyatta, and crucially his ultimate, out of the fight. It's now 5-on-3 for London, but Philly respawn close by, and their tank makes the smart play to back up and regroup for a proper team fight. With all 6 players alive and London's Zenyatta still on his way back, Philly have something they haven't had yet: man advantage. Winston engages to stop the cart, and once D.Va catches up, they force London to fight on the objective, letting their teammates stay safe from view. Philly's Winston eventually falls, and we're down to a 5-on-5 fight. But he's bought enough time for a big play. Carpe comes through off-screen with a headshot onto the enemy DPS, London's only major damage dealer on the field. From there, we see what a real team fight victory looks like. Philly scores a kill on London's D.Va and resurrect their tank, making it 6v4 for Philly. Desperation abilities fly from London, including their own res, but the numbers advantage is too much. Philly whittles the Spitfire down, and with the kill feed all in white, the Fusion take the round.
Also on the Mercy, desperately trying to keep his tanks up, but it's not going to be enough. Philadelphia Fusion make a statement here. They'll take map 1. Once again, digging their heels in at the end of Dorado. History repeats itself and they're off to a good start.
Competitive Overwatch can be a mess to follow at times, but if you can understand how team compositions play out, how fights work on a basic level, and how to use the kill feed and other in-game cues to follow the action, you'll be well on your way to breaking down the game with the best of them.
Blitz Esports releases new videos every week. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out.
Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. Mic's not working for some reason. Alright, looks like it's good to go now. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. Experiencing a lot of technical difficulties. We're still working out the kinks. Alright. So, this is Ilios, one of the mini maps in Overwatch, and specifically, this is a control point. Both teams are trying to get to this little building right here, stay inside the little square, and start accumulating points for the team, which can be seen as a percentage at the top. So, if the blue is filling up, that means Horde winning, so that's good. If the red's filling up, Magic's winning, which is bad for us. So, the gates have opened, and now the battle begins. So, excited to see how this opening seasoning game is going to go. Alright, some first engagements are happening here. Alright, oh. Looks like our Reinhardt is going in and fight, and perishes, unfortunately. But we do take their Lucio, so right now the fight is even. Over on the point, we got our Orisa battling the enemy Ana. Oh, looks like their enemy Reinhardt is coming in to assist their Ana. And the rest of the team will finish off the Horde. And with that, Magic starts capturing the point. Our Reinhardt stops it. But without his team to back him up, he will perish quickly. Alright. Reinhardt's going in. I mean Reaper. And our Baptiste. And they also die. Overwatch is a numbers game. If you can't group up and push in together as a team, and you trickle in one by one like this, you will be slowly picked off and die. However, our Genji is doing quite a bit of work on the point and will single-handedly take the point. So, real MVP moment right there. Alright, with that, the point is captured, and the Horde is accumulating points. Looks like the Reinhardt is ready to engage. A risky move, seeing that his team has not come back for him yet. Oh. Enemy Diva uses his ult, takes our Genji. Now our Ryan is starting to attack the supports. And we'll have to see how this fight goes. It should be in the Horde's favor, but you never know. Alright. Oh, gotta be careful of that Bastion right there. He has a powerful machine gun. He can rip through the enemy team if he's not taken care of. The Horde comes in with reinforcements, but with the main fighting force to sword, Magic has a good chance of taking it back. They start capturing the point, and now they are accumulating points. Reinhardt goes in. Let's see if his team starts following up. Alright. Reinhardt battles it out uncontested and manages to secure 3 kills, which should be enough to take the point back for us. Alright. With the scraps finished up, Horde takes the point back again. And right now, we are pretty much even, but as long as we can hold the point, we should get this capture. Alright, let's jump into the perspective of our Genji. Oh, now that's interesting. They boosted up their Bastion, and it doesn't seem to get any work done. Now we boosted up our Reaper, so that definitely should be this match point for us. with only 10 more percent to go. The Magic team will not be able to get to the point, and we will secure this first capture. One down, one more to go.
Alright, varsity, send them in, go in and give them a couple tips. Good job.
Nice job, guys.
You have any tips?
All right, very promising first brawl there. Let's see if we could keep up the advantage. If you look up at the top, beside the percentage, a little circle has been bubbled in with a nice bright blue, indicating that we capture the first point. Now we just need to bubble in one more, and then this first match is a win for the Horde. All right. We are on a different part of Ilios, but this is still Ilios, so nice scenic view. Definitely some potential to get knocked off some cliffs. And with the teams meeting in the middle, the fighting will commence. Magic playing it safe, staying on the high ground. Our Reinhardt charges in and then is quickly punished, but our Junkrat is managing to get quite a few kills on the point, and if Magic don't come in to contest, we're just going to start accumulating points. They can't sit on the high ground forever, after all. Alright. Alright. I'm not sure what this Reinhardt is doing over here. Without... Oh, he does manage to nag our Reaper, so definitely got some value there, and is back with his team. But is eventually taken down. And with the Reinhardt and Junkrat just going in and wrecking havoc, they're going to stop the next push before it even starts. Junkrat uses his tire, takes out the Bastion. And with the enemy armor taken care of on the point, the push is stopped before it can even start. But it looks like our Reinhardt pushed up a little too far, so now we are at a numbers disadvantage. We take out their Reinhardt, numbers are even again, and we take out their Baptiste. Alright, we definitely gotta be careful of that Bastion. It does a ton of damage. Alright. So far the fight's pretty even, but if the Magic just sit here and don't try to push forward, they're not going to be able to capture the point. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, our Reinhardt just charges right in and immediately takes down the Bastion, but dies horribly. A trade for a trade, life for a life. Alright. With the Hanover Horde going up to 90%, all we have to do is stop this push and we will have this match. But D.Va uses his ult. Baptiste is using his ult. A lot of ults coming in from the Magic. Will it be enough? We'll just have to see. Junkrat's going in again, and they don't get on the point before it starts. So this first match will go to the Hanover Horde. Very good job on the Horde. Now we will watch the play of the game. The highlight of the match is, of course, our Junkrat, who just starts going in and just immediately wreaking havoc. Junkrat is fragile, but he does have the potential to do some serious damage if left unchecked. Alright. So good job on the Horde. Hopefully we win the next match, and then that will be a win for us. So after a quick break, we will be right back.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
And we are back. We will be going into Lijiang Tower, the next map. Very nice temple vibes in this map. And for those of you back at home who aren't sure exactly what Overwatch is, once the gates open, all the heroes, Hanover, Horde, and Magic will meet in the middle and try to capture this point right here and accumulate the percentage up at the top. Once blue hits 100%, they get a point, and once red hits 100%, they get a point. And red will be Magic, and blue will be the Horde. Right. With 10 seconds left before the match starts, I'm excited to see if Magic can make a comeback or if the Horde will keep their lead and make a quick win. Alright, the gates are opened, and players are ready to meet in the middle and start brawling it out. Alright, just some poking so far. Nothing too crazy. Oh, looks like our Doomfist over here is brawling it out on the point, manages to snag a kill on the McCree, and is looking to make quick work of the Lucio. Let's hop on over to our Reinhardt, who just took out their Devo, and with us coming in from all sides, this should be an easy capture. Alright, with the point captured, we will now start gaining percentage, and once we have 100%, we get a point. Alright, Doomfist looks like he's trying to take out the Ashe real quick, but overextends just a bit. If he's not careful, he will go down fairly quickly. Yep. There is risk to diving in alone. It looks like the Reinhardt's trying to take out the Bastion, which should work, because once again, Bastion's alone. This is a teamwork game. If you're not with your team, short work will be made of you. Alright. Looks like Diva just took our Ana. Hopefully our team will get over here. Oh, Doomfist coming in with his ultimate, ready to start brawling it out. Oh, Reinhardt uses his ult and charges off bravely with the Diva, killing him and her. A brave sacrifice, Reinhardt. We'll see you again later. Alright. Alright. With the Magic just streaming in, not really grouping up at all. Their chances aren't looking so good. And our chances are looking very good. If they don't stop and regroup and think over their strategy, they will just keep shooting themselves in the foot. Alright. Gedji's doing some poking. Our Reaper's up there watching from the skies, ready to jump down. Our Doomfist is going in. And with the Reinhardt, they should be able to duo this out and start taking them out. Oh. Looks like a Lucio managed to sneak past our team and capture the point all by himself. And now the Horde, in their panic, it will start going down. Alright. We'll have to see if Doomfist and Diva can make a play here, but short work is made of them. That goes to show that even if you get a lot of kills, it's all about capturing the point. Reaper tries to use his ult and does manage to snag a kill with it. Reinhardt takes down their Lucio. Ana pops ult. And with the Reinhardt all powered up and dealing more damage, it should be just a matter of time before this point is ours. We'll have to see if the enemy Genji can make it to the point before the overtime is up. Oh, Lucio managed to snag it just in time. But alone, he can't get much done. So, point number 1 goes to the Horde. And we just need one more point to win the entire game. All right.
Good job. Good job. There's a lot of excellent play in there. I can't point everything out, but you guys did a good job.
And those of you who don't know, ultimates are powerful abilities that each hero in Overwatch has. Each hero has their own individual ultimate that do different very powerful things. You don't start off with them. They are gained as you play throughout the match, and they can definitely turn the tide and turn you into a one-man army if used correctly. So ultimates are the key to victory. Alright. Alright. Horde's looking to quickly snag and just hold on to that capture point, not ready to let it go. And fight number 2 will now commence. Bastion sets up and starts mowing down with a machine gun. Reinhardt tried to take out the Mercy, but she managed to fly out. Bastion wasn't looking behind. Our Reinhardt takes him out. We are now gaining percentage because we have the point. And Magic will be forced to make a play here. Our Reinhardt goes in, is ready to start brawling it out. He needs to be careful, though. His teammates tried to come and assist, but without any healers, they are mowed down quickly. Half of our team is down, and this should be an easy capture for Magic. With just the D.Va alone, she'll have to hope that her team can get back quickly, or else she will not be able to hold back the point on her own. Alright. D.Va does manage to hold the point until the rest of the Hanover Horde gets back, but yeah, we'll have to see how this brawl turns out. It's very promising. All Horde has to do is take out that Reinhardt, and the point was always in Horde's hand. Alright. Doomfist, recognizing that he can't take on that much people, makes a tactical retreat. Good on him. And Magic looks like they are actually grouping up, ready to make their final stand, if you will. Doomfist tries to go in, doesn't really snag anything. Lucio goes in alone. Whoa, Bastion's over here mowing down the Horde. Gotta look out for that Bastion. He's flimsy, but left unchecked, he will tear through the team. Reinhardt's killing people over here, though, so we'll just have to see. Oh, our Genji pops the ult and just cleans up the point. Alright. That's it. We managed to accumulate enough points, and match number 2 goes to the Horde. So, GG Magic, and let us watch the play of the game. Our Reinhardt.
These guys, I'm telling you, they're national ranks.
A very impressive Jeeve. Horde did a good job grouping up. And hopefully Magic can learn that teamwork makes the dream work. Alright. With that, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next Saturday.